What it is, guys, it is your old boy Pilk, and I am coming at you tonight with more Dokkan Battle. As you guys probably already know, last night I finally pulled a 120 lead, and not only that, we got Physical Omega Shenron. What a great feeling. So, I know we also hit 100 subs. So, as a big thank you to you guys, I am going to do some more summons shortly. I have to coordinate it. It is the time of year that, you start after thinking about Christmas and budgets and all that stuff. So, I am trying to coordinate it. I am going to try to make it happen tomorrow. I also think I've got big news on the horizon, but every time I've mentioned it, something's gone wrong, so I'm just going to... You probably know what I'm talking about, but I am going to try to keep it under wraps until it actually happens. When it does, I will make posts on Facebook and Twitter, so make sure you're following me on social media if you want to be a part of that. Not the Patreon that's coming, but that's a whole other thing. This is actually, in my opinion, slightly more important, but it's all part of this big whole. I'm trying to bring more things to the channel, bring you guys more stuff. The Super Review I am working on too. Interesting episode, but we'll talk about that in the review. Anyway, guys, let's talk tonight about... actually, we need to do a Frieza video too, but I'll do that later. Let us talk about Janemba and Goku's events. Now, these events are interesting. I'll talk about Goku's first. It's pretty straightforward. Or Gogeta's first, I'm sorry. It's pretty straightforward. This event, it's a 50 stam. Super 2. But it yields, 7 medals. I believe you need 77 of them to awaken him. It's not an overly... It's not easy, but it's also not tough, what I would consider tough, at least not for the team that I have assembled. Now, hey, there's a Gogeta himself. That's a Super Attack 6. I will be doing a Gogeta test tomorrow. I will test Super Attack 10 Gogeta versus my Rainbow Star Strength Gogeta, and we're going to see which one's which. I won't do Super Attack 1. I just don't... You can pretty much say half his damage is about what a Super Attack 1 will do. I just got really excited and started putting dupes into him. Sorry. But we're going to see if we can pull some more. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when that time comes. But this team is pretty straightforward. In fact, it's not really an optimal fusion team, as you can imagine. I am running dual Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta leads. This team destroys this event. And guys, if you haven't been trying for Gogeta, if you've had Gogeta for months, if I could ever show you why this is an amazing team, this is it. So I've got him, I've got Rainbow Star, Strength Gogeta, my old one. I've got him on the team right now because I'm still working on the other one. I have, Stunner Gotenks, which, meh, honestly. In fact, let's take a look and see what we can get here on the team real quick. Because I'll be real with you guys, this team really isn't optimal for this event. I'm just using it because it's a really, really strong team. I suppose I could, in theory... let's get rid of him. Who can we add? See, it's pretty much either Stunner Gotenks or Physical Gotenks. I'm going to do Physical because he's going to have a little bit of aid against Int Gogeta when we get there. But it's not really an optimal team because we can't seal that Gogeta. You cannot seal or stun him. Also, notice we are running the free-to-play tech unit, or Int unit, I'm sorry. Meh. He's not even fully upgraded. He's just kind of a filler. So I really, really need to work on this team. It's not an optimal team. But I'll show you how this still destroys this event. Now, I do still wind up, and even with the team this great, I do still wind up using a heal. At least one. So, that was not optimal. Alright. Well, so much for items. I clicked the wrong button, and now we're going in. Should have picked up some items. That's all right. I am master of not pressing the right buttons tonight. But anyway, let's jump in here. Now, this one was an interesting event. It didn't go the way I thought it would from the initial run because I didn't read it. I didn't pay much attention to the announcement. I just jumped in thinking they were going to add him on the end. And I'll show you. There's something a little different about it. So just preparing a physical team, I don't think is going to be your best bet. I think you're going to want to do a category team, in my opinion. All right. This is excellent, actually. I want this rotation. Actually, no, I take that back. I want to put one of these guys on a later rotation. That's what I want to do here. All right. Because what I want to do is, since I've got two Super Saiyan 4s, is I want to put a Super Saiyan 4 and Gotenks on a rotation. And I want to put the two Gogetas on a rotation. So, yeah. Let's see what happens. Like I said, don't worry, I'm not running my int right now because he's not fully upgraded. My Rainbow Star is going to be the no pun intended star of the show for this one. But we will damage test them both tomorrow. We will compare the two of them and see what they do. I expected a lot more damage out of him, but that's fine. I think that's probably just because it was the last round. You know, I get in here, I get it going, and I get something in my eye. Never fails. All right. Now, you have a physical Veku. I hate that. Fat Gogeta. Physical Fat Gogeta here. So, really, my Strength Gogeta would have been a better unit to bring into this, but don't really have any control over that. I am gonna put the Int Gotenks at the end. I probably should put him in the middle so he doesn't take any damage. That is in fact what I'm going to do here. And we'll probably have to wait for Gogeta to come back up. Well, no, we'll probably kill him next turn. This team kind of destroys everything. This team hits, I mean, like a maniac. Look at that, 1.5 mil. Yeah, he done. Funny enough, my weakest unit's going to finish him off. The weakest unit with the type disadvantage just finished him off. So, man, I need to get some dupes into Gogeta. I really, really, really do. Now, this is what surprised me a little bit, but it makes sense if you watch the movie. We get attacked by Paikuhan. He doesn't do anything overly special, really, the best I can tell. But not really what I was expecting, honestly. Not who I was expecting to go up against. I thought we'd be going up against Strength Gogeta. So it almost makes it too easy if you go in with a physical team, you know what I mean? If they put Strength Gogeta here, and you went in with a physical team, it'd be a little bit at a disadvantage. So if you have, like, Cooler, I don't think we have Gotenks as the physical lead for Super Saiyan. So if you have physical Cooler, and you want to build a physical team, you'll dominate this. Probably worse than I'm dominating it right now. But, there we go. I honestly should put my Gotenks first. Shame on me. Alright, I'll do that. Should have put Gotenks first. But you'll see just how insanely, disgustingly easy this becomes. Yeah, I had to put Gotenks for it first. Gogeta would have done a lot more damage, but that's okay. Ooh. That was damage I didn't need to take. Pretty rare that he supers you. Usually you kill him before he supers you. But hey, apparently that is just a thing this time around. The good news is I have my rotations the way I want them. Here we go. So keeping these rotations is going to be critical. Gogeta's just going to finish him off real quick. Boom. Gogeta hits like an absolute monster. So I'm a little shocked he's not doing a mil damage. I'm really actually shocked at the moment he's not doing a mil damage. He usually has been doing about 2 mil on average. But I wonder if it's just the finishing moves. It's just not doing full damage for... I've seen that before. Alright. Now, here comes the fun part. We're at a type disadvantage. Gogeta is going to hit for minimum 30k each time. And that Gogeta should take. In case he does not tank the super, I'm just going to go ahead and heal. There we go. And we're going to use Gotenks to slap him around a bit, because that Gotenks unit will then greatly lower his defenses. So we can do a lot more damage. Here we go. Just the team I really enjoy running right now. Again, if you built a physical cooler team, which I do not have, I don't have physical cooler, you could do a hell of a lot easier, hell of a lot better here. I'm not sure the old leads would do it. I'd have to play around with that a little more. This is just kind of an introduction. Yes, absolutely perfect. So the heal wasn't necessary, but I like to play it safe. There's no guarantees that he's actually going to dodge, or dodge and counter. So that's a bit of a gamble. He said just took a ton of damage from him. And again, like I said, this is not an optimal team because we have a sealer who we can't really use. We've got a bunch of tech units. Yeah, it's kind of a silly team, to be honest with you. It's not the team you'd really want to run for this event, but it does a damn good job still. It's not an event I would really consider hard. I guess I should put together a physical team and try it out. I've got one in mind. My problem is I don't know if the leads are strong enough to do it. But I'll have to give it a shot. I just want to do a quick familiarize yourself with it, get started, and then we can start talking about breaking my mouse. Pardon me for a moment. My goal is just honestly to bash through this. I'm not too worried about the technicals and all that good stuff. Alright, I'll put Gogeta in the front. In the event he doesn't finish him off, he should be able to tank anything he takes at him. And that should do the trick, hopefully. There we are, 38k. Hopefully, if this doesn't finish him off, which it should, but if for whatever reason it doesn't, he should hopefully dodge and tank the super attack. Oh, that I do not like to see. All right. But again, we are at a type disadvantage, and we still beat him. Now, we did have a lot, and I mean a lot, of defensive boosts. It was a 300% team, so... Was it a fair fight? Yeah. You could argue either way. I think it was a fair fight. It wasn't stacked one way or the other. If you have physical cooler, definitely I think it would be really worthwhile to build that team out and take it on. Just be a little cautious about Paikuhan, because he will hit hard and he will be merciless. Other than that, guys, pretty straightforward event. Let's just take a look at Janemba real quick. Now, Janemba is the interesting one here, and Janemba is the one that I really think you will probably want to run a Gogeta team on if you have him. And we'll go into why that is here in just a moment. But as you saw, it's cost you 1 heal, mostly because I took a lot of damage on Paikon, and all that stuff. So Pretty straightforward event, though. Not as scary as Gogeta, in my opinion, at least by a long shot. But then again, Gogeta is technically a later unit, if you really want to consider it that way. So, hopefully you know what to prepare for now. Let's go take a look at this event. We want to try to get as many of these medals as possible. This one has an interesting nuance that may or may not drive you nuts. Depends upon who you are and how you like to play. Alright. AGL Janemba, pretty straightforward. We should be able to... Oh, man. Alright, our rotations are already built out. We don't need to worry about... No, are they? No, they are not. Damn it. Ugh. Okay. I'll be silly. I'll be silly. I'll put him last. I don't want to do it, but I want to build out my rotations. Pay close attention to that. Don't get burnt. Alright. There we go. And he did. 1.3 mil. Easy hit, one-shot kill. Alright. Now we have AGL Janemba. But since we still have our tech units pretty much in hand, this turn we're going to have a tech, next turn we're going to have a tech. This one I didn't find terribly difficult either. It's what comes after this that will probably drive you up the wall. Alright, oh, I hit the wrong one again. Let's do that. Okay. Beautiful. Do you see what he did? He dodged our counter. Interesting here. I haven't seen AGL do this much dodging. I will tell you, this is a good preview as to what you can expect to see. Don't... This is why I say bring Gogetas. Because you probably cannot expect to do a whole lot of hitting. Real talk. He does an insane amount of dodging. It's absolutely disgusting. It's usually the next level that does a lot of dodging, but hey. Oh, man. Gogeta, are you serious right now? Dude, come on. I know you have the type... See? See? So hard to hit him. There we go. But once you do, he is down. And that wasn't even the best hit. I mean, he did have, you know, a severe disadvantage. But if you bring a Gogeta team, you do dodging, he does dodging. You just go back and forth like that. Don't take a huge amount of damage. Plus, he's at a type disadvantage to that. Now we are at Int Janemba. This is the one that I had a problem with earlier. He dodges like mad and attacks almost constantly. Looks like we have multiple attacks in the front. Gogeta is at a type disadvantage here, but I am going to go ahead and do this because hopefully he will dodge. Fingers freaking crossed. Even if he doesn't, we have enough defense and stuff that we won't get hurt too badly, but our goal is to dodge these attacks. We'll see. Ho, 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 ho! Damn, I haven't seen him do that much damage before. That's pretty damn good. I mean, it was a crit, obviously. But at a type disadvantage, obviously the crit ignores that, but still, Jesus. Oh, man. I've been kicking up a lot of dust because I've been working on the servers today. I'm sorry. Alright. Now, personally, I found, and it's my personal perception, I found the strength level was, if possible, easier. As crazy as that sounds. I simply found that this was not as challenging as previous because he doesn't dodge as often. At least, now that I've said that. But at least in the couple times I've run it prior, I found that this one, he actually was taking damage and wasn't hitting as hard and stuff like that. Or at least, he didn't have type advantage. See, he just dodged. I spoke too soon. But he didn't dodge as often, I guess is what I'm trying to say. There he goes. Taking some damage. Now, he is probably going to hit Gotenks pretty hard. This is probably not going to feel nice. This actually might not be a lot of fun to take. Yeah, 107k, 30k, 30k, 30k. Oh, do not kill me. Here we go. Now, interesting factoid here. We can seal him. So there is that. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick heal. So unlike the Gogeta unit and a lot of the Super Saiyan 4s and things like that, you can seal him. So that's legitimately a thing. I am going to go ahead and put... Yeah, I'll put Gogeta there. Why not? We'll see if he'll tank it. We'll probably finish him off this turn. If not, come pretty darn close. Ah, oh, come on, you bastard. Gogeta, do your thing. Turnabout is fair play, Chief. There we go. There we go. Now we got a Super Gogeta, and we'll finish him off, hopefully. There we go. So see, not really all that daunting. You just got to get past his dodges. It just gets tiresome after a while. But other than that, guys, it's really not that big a deal. But I do think that's the optimal team, in my opinion, if you have him. Just because if you're dodging, you want to counter dodge. And you want to have every opportunity to hit him. So having those counters is going to be a lot of, I won't say critical, but it makes it a hell of a lot more fun to play. Because you just don't want to be sitting there wailing on old boy and waiting for him to dodge. So watch some of the old JP runs of that before we had Gogeta. And watch how frustrated some of those players get. It's just not a lot of fun. But that's those events. We'll talk Optimum teams later. I'm not really prepared for that tonight, for lack of a nice way to put it, but that's a thing. Let's do a quick summon. I'm going to do a thank you ticket on Janemba here. Let's do a quick single on thank you ticket and see what we get. Just like to do a little summon. Like I said, I'm going to do a lot more summon action tomorrow. 4 pods. Alright. Instant Super Saiyan. Let's see what happens. Come on, 3, baby. 3. No 3. Holding my breath. No, SRTN. Can't be mad, though. Can't be mad. I got so much fire last night, so we'll save those for a later video. But that's it, guys. Now, as far as Optimum teams, like I said, with Gogeta, if you have a physical cooler, probably a very, very good team to run. I haven't run it yet. I haven't tried. I don't have him. I can imagine that's a very good team to run. I will try to put together a physical team and retry it. As far as Janemba goes, I think Gogeta would be the most fun to run. Or at bare minimum, the Vegetos, but the problem is you're not going to have very good leads for that. So he's just going to be, I don't know. But I think Gogeta is the most fun, in my opinion, to run on that one right now. Other than that, guys, let me know what you think in the comments section below. We'll talk Optimum teams a little bit later. This is just a quick familiarize yourself and get those, start farming up those medals, and we'll continue on. These are running all week long, so we don't have to worry about rushing it. like I said, make sure you follow the Twitter and the Booker, Birdman and Booker, because there is big news coming. I'm about 90% sure, 99% sure. And I will hopefully lay your ass out then.